Based on my experience and the experiences of others who practice abstinence, I can confidently say that overcoming the habit of lust brings about spiritual changes in a man. His perspectives on the world shift, and his inner world undergoes a complete transformation during abstinence. It's like a man returning home, where his mind returns to its original state, free from various fantasies, anxieties, and unnecessary thoughts. Abstinence makes you the person you were meant to be, had it not been for this habit. It allows you to live a healthy life, the life of a strong individual. However, when you start abstaining, you may feel like you've changed. After all, you have something to compare your previous sad and painful life of masturbation and lust to, with your new life free from lust, where your body calms down and returns to normal. Any man who understands that masturbation brings no happiness will never consider himself dependent on this harmful habit. It is necessary to try to quit masturbation, to abandon lust. Initially, you may have a negative opinion about abstinence in your mind, thinking that it hasn't brought you any significant effects. But this indicates that you have abstained for a very short time, and you need more time for your body to adapt without masturbation. However, quitting masturbation is only half the battle. The true victory over this vice is complete renunciation of lust. When you cease to be a lustful person, sex and everything related to it no longer play a significant role for you. As a result, you start succeeding in other areas of life that interest you. Abstinence allows you to better understand yourself and determine what you truly need in this world. When a person engages in masturbation, they are trapped in a haze of fantasies and perpetual anxieties, and, of course, they feel inadequate or at least not as confident as they would like. Any loss of semen for a man is an undesirable process. The wise understand that semen is a vital life source in a man's body, so great spiritual individuals recommend not wasting one's seminal fluid in vain. When I started abstaining, some time passed, and I began to notice changes in my character and spiritual state. Of course, every individual is unique, and what happened to me may not happen to you. And what will happen to you hasn't happened to me. The first thing I noticed during abstinence in terms of character was that when the withdrawal symptoms started to fade, I felt more at peace. Now I don't get as anxious, I have fewer worries, and 90% of my spiritual state is tranquility. Interestingly, over time, this tranquility only intensifies. Furthermore, I discovered that I'm no longer dependent on women, and they no longer affect me as much as before. Previously, I viewed women as a source of sex and satisfying my sexual needs, but now I see them as fellow human beings, similar to me, just with slightly different physical attributes. I can't say that sexual fantasies no longer exist in my mind, but it also enhances the clarity of my mind. And now, I don't waste my energy on unnecessary lustful thoughts. By the way, women sense that you, ultimately, don't care. Now they show great interest in you because they see that you have no concept of desire in your eyes. You look at women confidently, indifferently, with closed eyes, and they see that something else is more important to you than they are. And while you may still experience arousal, it is not what controls your body. The next change I noticed was that I started to better grasp the surrounding world and understand what would be better for me. My work became more efficient, and I became less scattered and more focused. My productivity increased, and it's all because my thoughts are in order, with no unnecessary distractions. When your life changes for the better, you must understand that the root of these changes is your mind. The more effectively and favorably you perceive this world, the better it becomes. Lastly, I no longer dwell on negativity, and I have become a happier person. It's wonderful because now I have fewer moments of being in a bad mood, I feel more alive, and this is perhaps the best effect of abstinence. After all, our perception of the world creates the overall picture of the world and our opinion of it. By starting to think of the world as something good, you can now call yourself happy. If you enjoyed this text, please like it. Thank you for your attention.